the writers keep us pretty much in the dark this season, but we do know that we got him back to the kind of the theme of season 1, keeping it pretty tight with the core 4, a lot of high school stuff. Because it's the last year in high school, I think we're really going to embrace the senior year.
Will we get to see some normalcy in the senior year before all of the craziness happens?
I think so. I think more of the storyline will be among the relationships and the emotional side of things with the core 4. Again, like the first season, that was more the vibe.
What can you say about the first episode back? I imagine it's a little bit difficult to film.
Yeah.
What can you say about it?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple more days left in the first episode. Obviously, we are kind of dealing with the passing of Luke and making that work in the story. But yeah, it's obviously been tough. But I think, it's the right thing to do, and I think the story that Roberto wrote, the episode, is really good. And yeah, I think for Archie this season, his story is centered around kind of honoring the legacy of his father.
Can you tell us about the fans reaching out after the interview?
What about it?
How's been the outpour from the fans?
Haven't really been engaging with the fans about that.
Well, season 1 we see Archie as the football star artist.
Mm-hmm.
Season 2 we see him kind of as a gangster. Season 3 as a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to explore in season 4 for Archie?
What would I like to explore?
Yeah.
I think, like I said before, it's the core 4, I think, is, what really draws people to the show. And I think the storylines among the 4 of us are the ones that are the most popular and the ones that people are drawn to. So, I mean, I just love the opportunity to be able to work with the other 3 more, you know what I mean? I'm always fighting someone or in prison somewhere, and I never get to work with them. So I'd be happy, with more storylines with them.
Tell me about Archie's love life this season.
Vachi's going strong. We see that a lot in the first episode too. Obviously, there's a lot going on for Archie. So Veronica, is a solid rock for him during that process. So yeah, they're going strong. We'll see what happens though. Anything can happen. This is Riverdale.
At the end of the season, we saw Archie and Mad Dog are working together to kind of try to rebuild the town. Will that be a big storyline next season?
Yeah, so Mad Dog and Archie end up doing a lot of stuff this season. We find out Mad Dog's real name as well.
Oh, cool.
In, I think, episode 2, which is pretty sick. And his possibility of being introduced into the Bulldogs, which is going to be some fun dynamics between Reggie and Mad Dog and Archie and stuff with the whole football thing. But I'm excited to get back to the football. I think that was another thing that we kind of lost along the way, which means more vixens and more of that kind of stuff too.
Yeah. Is Archie good at football?
I can't remember. Was he? Or was he pretty shitty? I remember Reggie just kept thumping him every time at practice. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know that he's playing a different position this year, a cooler position.
Are there also plans for you guys to play your younger parents again this year?
I think there will be a throwback episode. No one's told us for sure, but I think based off of how popular it was last season, I think for sure we're going to do another one and another musical episode and stuff.
Do you have any particular musicals you're rooting for?
Don't know anything about musicals. I'll do whatever they throw at me. I'm going to do my best.
Have y'all heard anything about a Sabrina crossover? Or?
I mean, at this stage, it's all still just chat, just people talking. I don't know. I don't know if Roberto, he's got a lot going on at this point, so we'll see. That'll be fun, though. I'd love it.
Would you like to see Archie catch a break at all this season? He's kind of had a rough ride the first 3 seasons.
He's had a rough ride. It would be nice to have a break. Maybe Roberto can write me off for a couple of weeks. I can go to Hawaii or something.
Do you write Hawaii into it and then
Yeah.
The character of Archie, it's a very physical role. How do you prepare for those, for the boxing and everything?
It's a grind, bro. It's a grind. You go to the gym every day. I mean, I don't particularly, that's probably one of the hardest things that go a lot of the time unnoticed is that when you're working so long on set, you got to find time to also work out as well. Because I got my shirt off every day pretty much. So yeah, it's tough. It's probably one of the hardest parts I think for me, just because I enjoy my own time, and not all the time I want to be going to the gym and stuff after work. So it's tough, but maybe one day I'll be able to ask them to give me a gym on set or something. Wink, wink, Warner Brothers.
Build a set and then you can just use it.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you like?
Well, all the weights on set are all fake. They're all fake.
That's disappointing. What do you like to do on your downtime?
Sleep.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you walked the floor at all for Comic-Con? Have you?
I haven't.
Incognito kind of?
No, I haven't done it. I know Cole's going to do that at some stage. He's got himself a good mask, I think, to be able to walk around.
Oh, and what's the mask?
Definitely not telling you that.
There's been some, like throughout the season, each season there's so many like OMG moments on Riverdale. What has been your favorite to film, and then what was your favorite to watch?
OMG moment. I think my favorite to film was probably breaking out of prison. I think that for me was pretty fun. I think all the fight stuff also was really fun for me. I think we're pretty much done all the fighting that we can possibly do. I don't know how they're going to do more of that, but I really like the physical stuff. Yeah.
I need to wrap it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.